Okay, people. It's June 27th, sorry, 2016. I haven't been outside in a couple of weeks, people. So I have to come out here and do something, right?
Yeah,
you know? Being able to do something is better than not doing anything at all.
Yeah.
So in this case, I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on focusing on getting this little guy in as quickly as we can and get ourselves a goldfish. And then over here, I'm going to start working on that. Okay, people, it looks like I'm back to washing rocks again. I'm like shaking my head, thinking, how did a 94-pound woman, that's without clothes, people, right? Last time I checked, get stuck with all these rocks where I actually have to wash them. Okay, people. Oh, I don't know. This camera is right up on the... Maybe I should do it this way. Hold on. Right there. That might be better. That one will work. Okay. So, my favorite stuff. Honestly, I'm getting really tired of dirt. But, as Uncle John would say, just hang in there. We'll get through it. Don't be a quitter. Don't give up. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here, people. I've been inside. I got 2012 nonprofit books done. They just got to go in the mail. I'll give a copy right away to our new board director. That's the treasurer, right? 2013 and 2014 shouldn't take very long.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everything kind of went dormant there, right? Especially in 2013, 14, 15, because of all this drama, you know, back to back, right?
Please observe.
Okay, Andre, I want to talk. I don't want to do this for very long, so can you stay quiet, please?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, so I think what I want to say here is, what is it? June 27, 2016. Uncle John went missing in action, disappeared, people, out of the blue, right? Just, we go one day to see him and he's not there. Since February of 2015. So we're almost at a year and a half since he's been gone, people. And I'd like to know, for a man that kept telling me to hang in there and not give up, and to keep trying, whether it was working on the nonprofit or whether it was dealing with, like I said, in the past, crazy freaking landlords and all this crap, right? And crazy neighbors and, you know, just the whole 9 yards. Crazy MLAs and, you know, local mayors and all this other crap, right? You know, just keep on doing it. Just keep on hanging in there, keep on trying. And for someone who was there with the kids from the day they were born, with some of them, held Shemay the day she was born. The only baby he's ever held in his life, the day she was born. The only baby that he ever seen born in his own life. You think he's just gonna up and abandon that, people? 5 kids, great-grandson, just not phone, just disappear out of the abyss, into the abyss, just disappear, right? Don't care whether we died, whether we starved to death, whether we got, you know, put in jail for all the false allegations that this Duncan clan threw our way, because, you know, they got to cover their tracks, right? They had to find an excuse with the bank, right? As like in the Royal Bank, trying to tell the Royal Bank that in 2000, when Uncle John opened up that credit card with me, right, so that we could start establishing a credit rating for him, because he had none. Remember, when he moved in, he had none, people. His wife had already bankrupted him the second time, after he paid off the bills first time, right? That somehow he didn't know what he was doing. But it's interesting how he has good credit, right? He moves into my house with bad credit, no credit, has to go bankrupt, but when they take him, he's got good credit. He had good credit, people. There was nothing wrong with his credit rating. And since they didn't have to take any responsibility, they just chose to ignore Uncle John's responsibilities, something that he built, something that he invested into. Andre, you're gonna knock my camera.
Okay, fine.
You're doing it again.
What?
Pestering me. He's running the camera right up. He's running his little, these things. right along the camera. He's gonna knock the camera into the dirt here in a minute. All right? Move back. So anyway, I'm trying to tell myself, finish the job, okay? Because that's what Uncle John would want. That's why I've been out here for almost 7 years, people. I used to try and make it nice for Joan and John so that when Joan came outside, when she could walk in those days, right? So she'd walk by the lemongrass and could smell it and be happy before she died. That's why I planted lemongrass in my yard, believe it or not. I got it from the field over there where the people die or where they camp out and get pushed out, right? Because there's nowhere for them to go. And there was a big patch of lemongrass. And got rocks there, got dirts there, got all kinds of crazy crap from in there. Anyway, I brought home a whole bunch of lemongrass. And I specifically planted it for Joan. So that she could come outside and have a marriage with John and sit by the garden with a nice little cool breeze with her oxygen tank. Serious. Right? And then the wind will blow and it will catch the scent of the lemongrass and she can sit there and smell lemongrass with John. You know, building memories. That's what we did for them in their last days of their life, of Joan's life. We built memories. We built memories for him and John and Joan. Joan had them with her in the hospital and she died with them. John had them right up until he disappeared. Right? So, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, I'm doing it for Andre because it's important that Andre has this experience as a little boy, especially when I can give it to him, right? It's not every day you get to have ponds in your yard, right? You know what I mean? Why not if you can do it, right? Why not if you've got almost everything you need and you've been planning for it for years, right? Why not finish the job, right? That's the whole point of this exercise. And I'm doing it for Uncle John because that's what Uncle John would want me to do. He would want me to let you know, right? Not the ones that come to my YouTube channel and flag whether it's a thumbs down, right? Second view, I get 2 views, people, and I get a thumbs down. They come to my channel just to thumb it down. And they're hoping they're first in terms of views, right? I've uploaded a video, gone into my view count, and I'm only on 2 views, and I already got a thumbs down. So what is that telling you? And this last little video with my daughter modeling my outfits was flagged by the same person that's stalking my channel because they don't like me talking about what happened to Uncle John and what these people and Fraser Health has done to his immediate family. Okay? I'm sorry, you don't live with somebody for 23 years, 20 years, or whatever the hell it is, right? Be a part of the family, you know, help to raise the children, right? You know, make investments in nonprofits by, you know, moral support and everything else that goes on with it. You know, he came out to park events, did park events with me. He came out to, when we had our little study club at the gym, kickboxing gym. I have pictures of Uncle John there with his broom and his dustpan. Right? At the gym when we were back in the day.
What now?
I guess those memories don't count, eh, people? Uncle John just turned his back on all of that, didn't he?
What's it doing?
Anyway, we'll be back.
Look now. Look my red cheeks. They're gone.
Okay, people. It's still here. It's still in the dirt. Getting rocks. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to get this little pond in today. All right. The sun is going down. But, yeah, I'm out here, people. I don't care. You don't have to come to my channel and watch it if you don't want to. But I'm thinking about Uncle John. Like, I am so worried about him, people. Like, seriously. I don't know what this Duncan clan was thinking when they took him. Sorry. You just can't have 7 people love somebody and then that somebody just ups and disappears to no fault of his own. Because I'm telling you, people, if he could have walked out of there, he would have walked out of there and he would have came home. But it's like he said, they want him in a diaper. They want everybody in those places in a diaper. Because the more they can keep those people in a diaper, the more they can control them. Right? And then once they get to a certain age, you know, they use, well, Well, they do it anyway. Well, this could happen or that could happen. It hasn't happened yet, but these things can happen. And if these things can happen, you know, it's time to start selling off your assets. And, you know, and so anyway, how does a man be a part of a family for 30 years and live with that family for over 20 and then just up and disappear? And a year and a half later, not a peep from John, right? Well, his extended family is still trying to slander me with the banks, right? Hello. But if you notice, they haven't taken anything to court yet, people. Why is that? Why have they not taken this to court? Huh? You would think if they were so right about everything, this would have went to court a long time ago already. Right? Is it because the banks are enabling it? You know? Banks don't honor their power of attorney. Instead, they listen to rumors and innuendos at third party. They didn't even talk to John when this all started, people. Remember when John went to Victoria, he got real sick. So when did he get a chance to talk to John? When did they get a chance to talk to John? When? 3 months later? After he lost all his memories and was injured and was sick? After they released him from the Victoria General Hospital? Is that why they don't take it to court? Because they don't want to have to explain that timeline? Right? As they're trying to put in power of attorney without John being competent? Because they made sure he wasn't competent, right? He was competent enough to go to Victoria, but the minute he got there, all of a sudden he became incompetent. But then it was also determined that he wasn't allowed to talk to us, right? Because that's what his sister said to the kids. You're not allowed to see him, right? They tried to blame it on John, but John fought as much as he could. But Fraser Health staff butted in, threatened to call security, and because my kids didn't want the tape recording to be taken away by security or some big drama, so they can say, that, we're just a bunch of people who want to fight, they just left. They just left, people. That's why that one video with Uncle John there telling his sister, no, I want to see the kids, and she's saying, get out to the kids, he's not your grandfather. That's why it cut short. Because the kids wanted to make sure that they brought home something versus, being accused of this and accused of that. Because they're already being accused of stuff, right? People that go out and do stuff in the community, all of a sudden are no good, right? Under the Fraser Health and the Duncan clan. So my question is, if John's sister wouldn't have been a head nurse for the Victoria General Hospital, do you honestly think she could have gotten away with what she got away with? That's a pretty damn good question to ask somebody, don't you think? Renee, what gave her the right to do what she did? What kind of strengths did she pull? And because head nurse, people, right? And it wasn't just for the power trip of it, people, trust me, it wasn't. There's more involved, because that's why they won't take it to court. There's more involved. Because they don't want to get caught. Right? They thought they could run me out of here, get me evicted, have me lose my grandson. All this shit that's been going on has been coming up from them. Right? It's pretty obvious. Like I said, Debbie has friends in the United States, California. So I'm sure once YouTube fucking starts tracking this shit, we're going to find out who Debbie's friend is in California. Right. So anyway, I'm doing what Uncle John would want me to do. He would want me to keep at it. Because you know why? When he was living here, he was telling me to keep at it. Right? If he was here right now at home, he'd be at the home. He'd be inside answering the phone. Maybe sitting outside out here talking to me, right? Helping Andre, looking after Andre. You have to remember, people, before he went into the hospital for 2 weeks, he was looking after Andre. He was 76 years old and he was looking after Andre because I was sick. I got that Surrey flu, made me sleep for a week on the couch straight. I didn't get up, people. I slept for a whole fucking week. Second week, I slept more than half. And John was the one holding down the fort and basically watching Andre. My landlord was talking to Mr. Gill, was talking to John on the 1st of January, okay? As he always does every month for the last almost 7 years. Every month, my landlord was talking to John. And he talked to John that month before everybody got sick. So for them to say that he was retarded, right? It's a bunch of bullshit, people. A bunch of bullshit. I'm going to call them on their bullshit, people.